So my name is Mohsina. I am talking to you from Assam. Moreover, I have completed graduation and I hold a B.Ed degree. Furthermore, I am a homemaker, mother to two kids. On top of that, I have been guiding some learners. It's been 1 year I have been guiding. Apart from that, I run my YouTube channel by the name English with Mohsina, where I upload some conversational videos and I try to impart my knowledge. So I try to create some solo videos as well. So this is all about me in a nutshell, sir.
Okay, sure. My name is Neeraj Singh and
Okay.
I'm an English teacher. I come from state of Himachal Pradesh. I have been running
Okay.
YouTube channel for 5 years and then
Okay.
teaching this particular language. It's nice talking to you at this moment and then having this conversation. So I would like to ask you like what made you to begin this channel or maybe what made you to begin teaching English language? How this idea came in your mind that you should begin doing something like that?
Mhm. So, sir, when it comes to English, I did not have the privilege to learn this language when I was in school and college. So, when I realized that English is pivotal to learn and to know, if we know English, we can do many things. For example, we can do job, we can get a job, mostly where we have to speak in English. We can communicate with different people throughout our country, different state, and in other countries as well. And after becoming mother, my children, they study in English medium school. So I then understood I must learn this language. And I realized that there are so many women, they are educated, but because of this language barrier, they are not able to teach their own children. So that made me to think I must learn English so that I can teach my own children. Later on, I thought to teach so that I can help others as well, because some people, mostly women, they are reluctant to open their mouth. They feel hesitant when it comes to speaking in English. So when they have the opportunity to learn from some other women, it becomes feasible for them. So that made me to think about teaching. And when it comes to creating this YouTube channel, it was in my mind, if I open my YouTube channel, people will get to know about me. So if someone wants to learn, they can approach. That is the first reason. Second reason is that when it comes to talking to different people, it gives us confidence. So as I have been connecting to different people, now I can see the improvements, the development when it comes to confidence level. I have boost up confidence. So that is the second reason. And third reason is that I want to impart my knowledge, whatever I have regarding this language. I want to motivate people that it is quite easy these days. You can also learn this language. So these are the reasons, sir.
Appreciate you the way you answer very systematically step by step. I'm amazed to hear your answer very systematically that what made you to learn this particular language. Actually, there is a great history or maybe some incident behind this particular language, those who started to learn and then those who felt the necessity of learning this particular language and then they realized that how important it is. So those who took it very seriously, they have definitely achieved a lot. And then as for your experience that you said your children when they went to school and you realized how important it is, and then moreover this is very important in the educational sectors as well. So what do you want to say for people those who say that English is not that important? Let's talk about according to educational perspective. And we believe that any languages are made for communication. Actually, it has nothing to do
Yeah.
with any particular religion and
Or
countries, something like that. So how important it can be learning English language in the process of educational development? What would you
def-
like to say?
so definitely, I would like to say that firstly, when it comes to any language, the more language we know, the better we can communicate with different people. But when it comes to English, English is a global language. If we know English, I already mentioned that there are so many doors open for us. Because of this language only, now I am earning some money. And I am connecting to different people. When I connect to different people, at times they give some compliments as well. So it motivates me to do more. So we can improve, even though it is a language, I can say that it even develops our personality. Why? Because I am connecting to different people from different states. From southern part, people don't know my mother tongue, I don't know their mother tongue. But because of this English language and I am connecting to them, I am able to share my own perspective, my thoughts. I am able to know their own perspective, their culture. That means I am like broadening my horizon of knowledge. That is the practical knowledge we can get by learning this language. Apart from that, if someone is good at English, the person is confident, definitely it helps to do job mostly in corporate sector, in the private sector. In government sector, I can say it is okay, we can speak in our mother tongue as well. But mostly if someone wants to do job with the MNCs, in companies, private sectors, definitely the person must have good communication skill as well as good at English. That is the second thing. And apart from that, when it comes to getting promotion as well, those people who have good command over English and communication skill, then definitely they can get good promotion soon. So these are the reasons. And apart from that, I have been guiding some learners. They don't want to do any job, but they want to travel. They like to travel. They travel different countries. So they want to talk to people. They feel that they are nowhere when they are not able to communicate. When they go to UK or other countries, they want to share their thoughts, they want to talk to them, but because of this language barrier, they can't. So it also helps if someone knows how to speak in English. Most of the countries, if they go, they can communicate with people. It becomes feasible for us to communicate with people.
I appreciate you. You keep on answering very systematically. That's good. So in the perspective of education, what happens, especially the children, those who are going to schools, and then I have experienced what is happening in India. Maybe most of the students, those who are studying in English medium schools, and for example, I'm running an institution. People have questions. Okay, mathematics tuition, that's all right, but what about English? My kid is already in English medium school. No, sir, he's getting 95, 85, and good. I think there is no need to send him for English coaching, for English training, something like that. So I tell them, your school is English medium school, your all subjects are in English. Now, what is happening? Your kid is getting good marks. There is no doubt at all. He is learning the language which is written by your author. They memorize, they get full marks. Parents are happy, kids are also happy. When it comes to speaking your own language, if I say the kid, okay, write something in your own language, one page, there are grammar mistakes, and then sometimes they are not able to complete that one page also. Memorized English, they can write many pages. So the reason what I wanted to actually, what did I ask you in the beginning, how important it is in the educational development, because once you know English language very confidently, listening, reading, writing, speaking, thinking, word power, anything it may be, I think your all the subjects are going to become very, very easy for you. This is what the parents are sometimes not aware of, especially the communication. Students going in English medium schools, and then the school management sometimes telling, speak, just speak English. Maybe right, wrong, whatever it may be, just speak and become fluent. They are becoming fluent speaking English in broken. Very difficult for them later on to correct their grammar and mistakes, because they have become already habitual of speaking my father do. If I say my father does,
Father does.
no sir, my father do.
They have heard like this from the teachers.
Not hard, they became now habitual.
Habitual.
Habitual
Yes.
speaking fluent English in broken sense, and very hard point to correct and make the correction, and then that's little bit hard time to train them. So how important it can be, especially as you said that your kid, okay, your kids when they went to school, you realized. So mastering in language can help you mastering all the subjects, because your school is English medium, your all the subjects are in English. So how important it should be learning English. Learning English means having mastery over it in
Yes.
all the aspects of whatever it may be: speaking, listening, writing, thinking, expressing,
Mm.
and then imagination, anything it can be, having ability to learn and then having ability to speak and understand anything, any moment in English language. So how important it can be, what would you like to say?
I want to say one thing first. I have watched some of your videos and I liked it because you did not teach in a translation method. Okay, at first Hindi sentence or any other sentence, then translate. And you were asking some different kind of questions. What made the children to think what to answer? That is the method I liked. So when it comes to what you said accurately that children they learn, they mug up the answers from the book, they write in English, but we don't, or teachers or from the school they don't get the exposure how to be creative, how to share your thoughts, your ideas in your own language or in your own sentences in English. They don't get the opportunity. That is the thing. When it comes to my children, they're also fluent. But if I also ask my son that say something about these things, maybe he will also get stuck because he is also not getting this kind of exposure and opportunity in his school. So I believe, sir, they should get this kind of opportunity or activity where they get at least two sentences initially, speak about anything what you like to do, or then about your teachers, favorite teacher, or about your school. This kind of activity, if they start speaking in their own language, slowly and gradually, we can make it quite difficult. They will have the habit of speaking in English since their childhood, and mostly they will build up the confidence how to speak in front of the people. I have come across through those kind of people as well who have studied completely in a English medium school and college, but they don't have the confidence when it comes to speaking in front of the public. But if they get this kind of exposure since their childhood, then it becomes effortless for them when they will grow up. And when it comes to, yeah, that is the thing, uh, people or children will make mistake initially. Even my daughter, she says, Mama, brother don't like it. So I said, don't say don't, say does not. But I can't make her understand now, please, this is third person singular number because only she is 6 years old. So what I do, at times I correct her, okay, when you say brother, say does not. So next time when she will again say brother, it will come in her mind, I have to say does not, right? So I believe in giving the feedback. Even I also have improved by taking the feedback from the good speakers. And when they are learning as well from the book grammar part. So if we give the feedback, if teachers, they also help the students when they speak in English, if they make mistake, by giving the feedback, they can improve, and definitely it is going to help them immensely when they will grow up in their education as well. That is the thing you have mentioned well, that if we start learning English with the broken or wrong, broken definitely it will happen. We can't speak fluently in our initial days, but I started speaking with one of my cousins who was good at English. So I don't make this kind of mistake because he would give me this kind of feedback. Don't say can't able to. I was saying I can't able to speak in English. So he told don't say can't able to because can and able means ability. So we don't need to use it together. Then I was telling my son go to taekwondo class every day. Even I knew that son means third person singular number, but it did not come in my mind in that time. So once he told me, since that day I did not make the same mistake. Then I do make mistake while speaking in English. That is wrong. I make mistake. So by getting this kind of feedback, I improved myself. So feedback is important. If children get the good exposure, there are teachers or parents as well who can give the feedback. It helps them. Yeah, sir.
Absolutely. Appreciate you. I think so what should be happening actually? So English language should be made eligible once we are promoting students to the next level by taking his test based on all the four skills: listening, speaking, reading, writing. I think speaking also, there should be some activities and curriculum, and there should be some test also. Like if you want to make sure that students should be promoted to the next class, his speaking test also should be taken. Maybe in
Mm.
writing they can good marks, in speaking they don't have. So those kind of activities also should be taken for the students. That's very important. Okay, next question for you.
Mhm.
And as you are speaking English, so what about your thinking abilities? Sometime I'm doubting that when you are speaking. So thinking ability might not be constantly taking in your mind in English language 100%. Sometimes it seems to be may 10 or maybe 5%. Still you are
No,
trying to take.
I don't translate, sir. I think to frame the sentences accurately. I am cautious that am I making grammatical errors. For that reason, maybe I do take pause. I don't use fillers like you know, you know. So rather than taking pause, if I try to okay, next what I have to say, I take a pause. But I don't translate in my mind from my mother tongue to English.
That's very good. Then I appreciate you.
Yeah.
So that should not be happening actually. The translation method may not help you for the longer period of time to become fluent in English speaking, because once you are speaking any language, so if you do have thinking ability in that particular language, so you are going to become very good speaker, because that language is just going to become mother tongue for you.
Mm.
And now you ask me questions related to this particular language. Maybe if you have, I would be happy to assist you. What are your questions? And then let me try to answer you.
Yeah. The same question goes to you. As you have told that when it comes to students who have been studying in a English medium school, why do they learn English? Why do they need to learn English? So I would like to know from you that if one student who studies in English medium school, if he joins your classes, what are the benefits they are going to get?
Okay. See, for me, English language, this is very, very important. Actually, what happens once students, they are, kids, they do have opportunity. If they get opportunity to learn this particular language, so it's gonna help them a lot in their life. Why? Because this is the language of, as you have already mentioned. So I believe that this is the language of education. If anything we want to gain in our life, so
Mm,
better to know English. Once we know English very confidently, easily, we are going to have access of knowing anything in English language.
mm,
So that's why English is very, very important. Now the students, those who want to join or those who join in our online classes, so we do have a complete language course. Complete language
okay.
course means it's not like learn English in 45 days, learn English in 3 hours. It's not like that. It's a
Mm,
complete language course starting from 26 alphabet. They make 44 to 46 sounds of the letters, then vowel sounds, consonant sounds. After sounds, we will teach how to make words, joining vowel and consonant sounds, identifying what are the sounds coming, vowel A giving 5 different sounds. Okay, some same vowels giving different sounds, different vowels giving same sound. There is contradiction also sometime.
mhm.
And then word power, very, very important. Then sentence formation. Along with that, we are trying to, follow all the activities. What are the activities? Listening, speaking, reading, writing, thinking, storytelling, discussions, debate, delivering speech, and why which students will keep on learning language, because learning is process. It takes some time. If it takes time, so we should be willing to give time also. Then step by step they are learning, and then in our online classes, students, they do have opportunity to get interacted with students from various states and sometimes from another countries as well. They are exposing themselves, giving introduction. So step by step we are teaching, because our class is divided into two parts. First part is called language learning and teaching activities. Second part is called exclusively for speaking practice, but classes are in English to English. Really, when it is required, then we explain in their mother tongue. These are the things going on. Any other questions?
So when it comes to beginners, if someone is a completely beginner, then you use that bilingual as well.
That's 30% or 20%.
Mm-hmm.
That is for understanding, but not for speaking. For speaking, only English. For
To make them
understanding,
understand,
to make
you
them
use
understand this is what.
this is what.
Otherwise, they have to repeat after trainer. Those who
Mm-hmm.
don't know, we tell
Mm-hmm.
them to repeat with me. What did I say? Firstly,
Mm-hmm.
speak. There is called one more method, that is called learning English in sentences,
Mm-hmm.
understanding English in sentences, speaking English in sentences, thinking in English also in sentences, writing English in sentences, everything doing in sentences. So to develop a learner, we need to give him
Mm-hmm.
practice. If you want to become fluent in English, first of all, you should be fluent in sentences, having ability to speak some sentences fluently and confidently. After that, you can keep on making more sentences. If you are having,
Okay.
little bit difficulty to complete a sentence, then how are you going to achieve fluency? So there
Mm-hmm.
is a practice. Learning language from an expert, learning language by yourself can be little different, but you can learn by yourself also. These days you do have various
Mm.
access to learn this particular language. Yeah, we
Yes.
make them to
Yeah.
repeat. They will repeat. Then after that, we will
Mm-hmm.
tell what you said. First of all, let them speak. Then
Mm-hmm.
we will make them to understand what you said. This was that. You already know how to speak it, but now
Mm-hmm.
get confirmed that you are speaking so and so in English language. If we
Mm-hmm.
keep on only firstly making them to understand in the translation method, then it will become somebody join the course for understanding English completely in translation method. Finally, they learned it but could not speak.
Mm.
Yeah.
They have that tendency to translate in their head at first, then they try to speak.
Yes, actually,
That
see,
that
language is
hinders that
small.
fluency. Mm-hmm.
Small child, if they are learning language, it's, it depends on the sense of the words. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Sense. These days, if you tell to kids what is your cell, what's your phone number, if you say 94 585, they will say I don't understand. If you
I don't
say
understand.
945 9, they know what is 9. Without translating, how do they know what is 9? That image is coming in their mind by knowing the 9. 9 is so
Mm.
and so. So any English word, when we speak, if they know the meaning means if they understand the sense of that particular word without
Mm.
translation, so that is making them sense direct. This is called direct structural method of learning English to English. It does not ignore grammar, but it gives a lot of practice of various sentence structures, which will help learner to improve language. And then after that is called the question answer method, asking questions in English, understanding questions in English, finally responding questions in English. Any conversation, it begins with question. If you know how to ask question, how to understand question, how to respond questions, the chances are that we are going to become fluent speaker. Maybe we are going to have ability to speak something in English language. Yes, go on. Next
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah, I do have one last question. Yeah, because I have another session. The person is texting me.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to ask one last question. That is the thing, even I realize about myself. I have been speaking English for 2.5 years, and I studied completely in a vernacular medium school and college. So that is the reason maybe you noticed that I was taking pause while making sentence. You thought that maybe I was translating, but I don't translate.
No, no,
So I
I
want to
thought
ask.
maybe 5 or 10%. The reason is that you are speaking absolutely accurate, no doubt. You're speaking pronunciation, no grammar errors, range of vocabulary. That's really marvelous. Only thing
Mhm,
is that if I have got a little suggestion for you, that is called a piece of suggestion, maybe a piece of advice. What's that?
mhm,
That is, if you can little bit go for your fluency,
mhm,
maybe with adult people, maybe like the beginners is 100% accurate. What happens? It's
mhm.
gonna save your time. You are going to speak maximum things within shorter period of time,
Okay.
and the person who is talking to you might not be able to realize that are you translating the
Okay.
in between pause you are taking, maybe are you translating or something is happening. So nobody's going to judge and nobody's going to guess what's happening there. So language
Okay.
is just going to keep on flowing from your
Mm.
mouth.
Okay. But when it comes to me, I am deliberately trying to speak in a moderate pace because people give comment if someone speak fast. Then please, mostly our viewers, they are beginner or maybe lower intermediate learners, so they find difficulty to understand. And some people give the comment as well that you are calm and composed. That is the thing, but I don't translate. But at times it happens. I struggle to frame some sentences. And I believe that it will also go away with time and practice. So that was the question I wanted to ask you, that for how many years you have been speaking English, and how many years did it take or did you take to become spontaneous, and you feel that now it has become natural for me when it comes to speaking in English, because you are experienced than me. That's why I'm asking.
See, actually, speaking language, as you said, that it's absolutely true what you said. Some viewers may be saying that you are speaking fast, and some may be saying you are speaking a little slow. Actually, it's not like this is called fluency versus accuracy. How can we maintain it? So it's not
Okay.
like speaking correct English taking a lot of time. People may not like our English, some time. And second thing is called speaking English very fast in order to show someone that how fast I can speak, just rushing.
Mhm.
So that is also not good. And then speaking fast English with a lot of mistakes, people may not like such kind of English. So
Mhm.
what you mean by maintaining fluency versus accuracy? It means you should be
Yes.
fluent as well
Mhm.
as you should be maintaining accuracy. So but when we talk about fluency, it means the natural way of speaking language. You are
Mhm.
fluent, you are confident, you are
Mhm.
as well as comfortable also while speaking that language, any language it can be. So we are maintaining fluency so that we want to make sure that we can communicate maximum things within the time. Actually, this is what we want. It's not like we are rushing in order to show someone. And now you said how you became, how much time it took. It's not like that. If you know, if you practice some sentences, there are some techniques practicing language and sentences. If you keep on doing that, I think it takes only 25 days, or maybe there is one saying also, anything you practice 21 days, that becomes your habit. You become habitual to do that. So only thing is that how do you do it? If you do it with from an expert, so the chances are only practicing English in sentences, that's it. Once that is done, the fluency easily can be achieved because you have already good range of vocabulary. There's no doubt at all. Only the construction,
I
the sentence formation and the sentence construction has to be little bit
improved.
improved
Yes, I do
in
know that.
speaking area. But
Mhm.
otherwise, absolutely is, or everything is okay, all right, no doubt.
Yeah.
Why that has to be improved? Because when you're talking to someone, they no one should or no one may guess that she is maybe taking little time in order to find someone or something. Maybe it's not coming exactly at the same time in her mind in order to speak out. So this is
Mhm.
what. Otherwise, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that is the thing I also realize and I know. And one another thing is that I focus when it comes to grammar. I want to speak English accurately. When it comes to fluency, I can speak fast as well. like a little bit with fluency and fast as well. But at times I notice that if I speak fast, then I have the tendency to make grammatical errors. So now it is there in my mind. Till that time, I am not able to rectify the mistake. I must put the effort consciously. So I'm just conscious while speaking. So once my brain grasps all the things correctly, mostly grammar, I already know the rules. Then I can work on more. Even I have been working. I have been trying to learn from different people as well, good speakers. I watch contents, and I have the conviction that my sentence formation will also become better with time and practice. So if you have told that you did not make grammatical errors, your vocabulary is also good, because I was struggling.
Everything, your pronunciation, vocabulary, and the way of speaking, accuracy, grammar, it's marvelous. I'm so happy. Only thing,
I'm
that's my
I'm
suggestion if
telling
you
you, sir,
can do.
one thing.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you so much for giving me the feedback, because I always grab it with my two hands, or like wholeheartedly, when I get the opportunity to get the feedback. But I'm telling you, sir, when it comes to speaking, I had terrible mother tongue influence. My pronunciation was also horrible. Then I knew grammar, still I was making lots of mistakes. I did not have stories of vocabulary. I struggled a lot. So if you are saying these all are the things I have already improved, just only one thing, that is sentence formation, or I have to practice more. I should write as well and read. Then just this part I have to work on. Definitely I'll keep that in my mind. And thank you so much, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. So
Yes.
should we
Yes.
dismiss
Yes, definitely. Yeah. We'll meet later
next
if
time?
we,
Yeah,
yes, next time. Yeah.
sure. The
Sure,
topic,
sure.
the topic.
With
Maybe
topic.
I will forward you the topic in advance so
Yes,
that we
yes.
can have the discussions. And then when we will be having a conversation based on the topic, at that moment I will try to check your sentence formation. How has
Yes,
it
sure,
been
sure. It will
improved?
definitely help me. It will definitely help me. Yes, sir. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
then. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.